Hello, 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 and welcome back to Guide to Minecraft. Hey, gamers, it's another episode today. And today, if you were on the stream last Friday, you will know that today is the Beautification Project, episode 1 of 3. So, episode 1, hello. You okay there? Episode 1 of 3 is going to be the Pathways episode. Episode 2 of 3 is going to be lighting. And episode 3 is going to be custom nature. So like trees, plants, that kind of stuff. So today, I've done quite a bit of grinding. It doesn't look like a lot, but this took me quite a while. Like 2 hours or so to get all the materials for this and stuff. So I don't know if this is going to be quite enough to finish the whole thing, but most of it's going to be done on camera today. So here's the plan for today. We're going to first lay out like passageways, probably with dirt, honestly, now that I think about it. We'll probably use just dirt extended from the ground to like route our pathways. So let's start with that. I'm thinking we come out of the house, we go this way, and then of course this will all be like curved and it'll look nice. But we're gonna have to move this over, and then this pathway is gonna run along this side of the house, and then it's gonna connect up here into this pathway. But it's also gonna go, it's gonna go straight through this, and then line up here, and then this, it's also gonna come back this way, it's gonna attach to this. I don't know why I attached that there. It's attached to that. It's gonna come back here, back along this way, and it's gonna attach here, and it's gonna come back and around, and we'll move these flowers and stuff as we do this, and then it's gonna come all the way back and reconnect. So we'll have like a little loop, and then that loop will come out this way, and it will go straight up here, and it's gonna come this way towards the portal, and that is gonna go up, and it's gonna back here, it's gonna break off. I'm thinking it makes another branch, and that branch comes over this way. Oh, we're at a, oh no, we're not out there yet. I'm actually gonna remove a bunch of this because it's gonna be in the way when we actually do the path building, and I need more dirt for this. Anyways, we might as well get rid of it now. So then the pathway is gonna come down here and in. But then it's also gonna continue on and connect up into this here, so that it connects up there, and then this is going to continue to the portal until it matches up with the portal here. And that's kind of all I've come up with so far, because as of now we don't really have a bunch more buildings, so this is going to be an ongoing project. This is like, think of it as phase 1 of the path of the beautification project. Phase 1 will be this area, the nice beautiful area. Phase 2 will be whatever we put over there. Phase 3 will be whatever we put over there. Phase 4 will be whatever we put back there. So it'll be like 4 or 5 phases or so of this. So every like 10 or so episodes, I'm thinking, depending on how much progress we end up in the series, we'll probably do another phase of path building. So expect to see this again around episode like 20-ish, 23-ish, probably. So why don't we get straight into this? I'm feeling broken up time lapse. I'm feeling we'd start with a time lapse and then come in and out of that. What are you guys thinking? That's what I'm thinking. I know I can't hear you guys thinking, but that's what I'm gonna do. So why don't we start the time lapse right about now. Okay, so I've managed, as you saw there in that time lapse, I've mostly finished all the little pathways. I'm actually gonna leave that the way it was. Actually, yeah, why don't we put a block there, and that way it'll stay as a brown. But I've mostly finished the pathway here. I'm just doing little touch-ups here and there to make it look a little more solid. In some portions it looks a bit empty. Like that. Look at that. So we've come out of here in a 3 wide area off the porch. We go onto the pathway. We walk around here. There's the wheat and bees, which we have quite a few of now because I've been breeding them up. Speaking of which, I need to do that right now actually. Okay, bees, breed, and then we get these bees to breed, and then wherever the baby is, I'll just feed them 1 flower each because I find that works the best overall. And then I keep going, but I kind of come out of here, I'm going around, and I'm getting to the point where, see, there's so much just extra dirt around. Finally, it's starting to despawn at this point, but there's so much. Now that I've actually emptied my inventory, I can grab a bunch of it, but I realized that this barn is actually a level up, so I'm gonna have to connect this pathway up with, like, slabs and things. So I just wanted to bring you guys back for that so I could kind of show you what is going on. Hello there, sir. Go home. But I just want to bring you guys back to kind of show you guys what I was going to do here so that you at least kind of knew what my plan was, so that it didn't just suddenly transition and you're like, hey, what happened there? Why is he doing that? What's going on? So just thought I'd bring you guys back and we can kind of do this part together. That way you're just not watching a 15-minute time lapse. Also because I'm gonna run out of time lapse music if that's the case. So I also realized that when I did this originally, I made it much more sparse. So I kind of need to make sure that this path cuts through it, which means basically I'm gonna get rid of some of this half block in exchange for cobble and stuff like that. That way it kind of fits more with what I was going for with this originally. I'm actually gonna grab it for that. See, there we go. That fits quite a bit better. Right, because it looks more like the pathway we have, because this barn pathway then goes to that kind of barn design, right, as you come in here. But if we left it this way, it would look really weird as the path kind of transitions into that. So we're going to kind of wrap around here, bring that out, and then actually let's do that. I don't really like the way that looks. It's because it's not quite split the way I want it to. No, because that's symmetrical. I don't want it to be identical. I want to look at random. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. There we go. But yeah, if you guys are wondering how I make these kind of pathways, because I do think they look quite nice, and I know that some people would want to know how I go about making these. Basically, you just look at the path, what you have already, right? So I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna make an entirely new section. Let's just break off of here. So we're just gonna make some path blocks. So we've just got green and stuff. I'm gonna start with a piece of andesite or two. You don't really want to put them next to each other more than 2 spaces, because any more than that, like if you do something like this, like these corner block kind of things, these L shapes can sometimes work, but I prefer not to try and use them, and I try to break it up with something like gravel there. And then you make sure you have your cobble and your coarse dirt. And then, like, see, I don't have any brown in here yet, so I want to add in some brown. So I add in some coarse dirt so that it's not all gray, and then I'm like, okay, there's no cobblestone, which has a much sharper texture, and it's less grainy. It looks more like blocks. So, like, okay, there's no cobblestone, so I'll add in some cobblestone. Oh, and I want to add an extra piece of gravel there to kind of break this up. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess we can put some andesite there, right, to fit that in there, and then another piece of gravel, and then maybe do cobble like that, and a piece of that, right, that kind of thing. And I've actually realized that I'm gonna have to break this kind of down anyway, right now. Why did I use my pick for that? What the heck? Because now I need to actually, I need to install these. Boom. So it's not very complicated. It's just kind of, it's not a repetitive pattern, so it is actually a random pattern, but it's a very simple kind of thing. So you just kind of look at what you have already, and you go, okay, I've got some of that, but I don't have any of that, so why don't we switch that block out for that, and see how it looks. It flows. It doesn't look too, it's not messy. Like, this was intentionally messy. Like, I made it very busy with a lot of different things going on, so that it looked messy, like a barn kind of thing. Sadly, we don't have mud in Minecraft yet, which would be something, that's something in the October update. I don't care what the October update is. We got coarse dirt, we got podzol. I want mud. I want a darker brown dirt substance that it doesn't necessarily have to, like, slow you down like mud kind of would. I just want something that looks like it's wet, like it's dirty and gross. Right? For builds like this, so that you can have a gross barn floor. Right now, we've got coarse dirt, and then whatever the hell else you want to put in there. But we don't actually have, like, a dirty, gross block. So we've kind of created a corner junction here. As this goes back down, I want to start off quickly with, like, not cobble or stone, because that's what that lip is. So I want to do andesite. And another cool trick is, if you've got a lot of that coarse dirt in the area, what you can actually do is, here's what I'm going to do here, because I think it looks a little odd. Having that pattern, you can put in normal dirt. As long as there's no grass accessible to it, it will not spread. So you can do that kind of thing while you're building, so that it breaks up that extra color palette. I'm kind of realizing at this point that I'm gonna need to go and get some more, the gravel soon, because I'm really starting to run out of that. And that is kind of a major part of my building style, it's gravel. So I'm gonna need to go get more of that. So I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna go get more gravel, and then we'll get back to the time lapse. Let's do this. Okay, so we're back, in the world better than ever. And so that little thing you saw there was actually today. The footage before that was yesterday. So the power actually went out here. So I had to record that in 2 different clips. And that's why it's kind of in that like weird split state. So I've been working on this for a while now, so I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour here. But also, I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update. So tomorrow is going to be Friday, as of the day this is uploading. And I just want to let you guys know that if you haven't seen the Discord, or if you're not on the Discord server, by the way, link in the description, join the Discord server. I made a post that I won't have a stream this Friday because I have a family event over this weekend, so I'm actually gone from Wednesday onwards. So, of course, that was yesterday if you're watching this. So this video is actually being recorded on the 28th of September. So I'm gonna have it like scheduled to go live, but I'm not gonna have access to I can see my YouTube channel, what's going on there, but I'm not gonna have access to post anything or anything like that, just because of where I'm gonna be. So just thought I'd let you guys know that the bee population has been doing well. And I do need to harvest some honey here. Run, 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 run inside. Let's go to sleep. So yeah, so that's the plan. Oh god, that nether portal does look pretty cool out in the corner there. Actually, what does it look like with shaders on? Just curious. Actually, what do I want to use? I'll use Vibrant for this. Let's just see what it looks like with shaders, because I'm just curious what it looks like. Ooh, that's actually nice. What about BSL? I find that BSL does a better job. Yeah, BSL definitely does a better job with that kind of detail, but it is a lot more video intensive. Yeah, so I usually don't run shaders off in my shaders on in my videos for two reasons. One, because it's really intensive, even for my computer. It's hard to run those nice shaders at the render distances that I like, as well as recording. Okay, you chill now, bees? Thank you. But also is the fact that I want this to be as close to like a stock Minecraft experience for everybody watching, so that you could feasibly, even on like a potato machine, create this world at home in the same way you see it right now. So sometimes when I do cinematic time lapses, I might use shaders just to make something look a bit nicer. But also, when you don't have shaders on and your build looks good, you know it's a good build, right? So, to what I was saying before, we'll just do a little tour of the road network here as of now. So currently, we come out of the house into like the garden area. It's right over here. Below, fireplace and all that good stuff. There's the mine that goes down that way. And then we come around, there's the wheat farm. This continues all the way around to sugarcane, as well as into this triangle junction. So in the middle here, we'll probably put a custom tree or something like that. Maybe some bamboo if we go to a jungle with it. And then if you take the left path goes to the other side of the sugarcane farm, and it goes all the way up to the enchanting room. Enchanting area, I guess. But now if you come all the way back along the roads, come all the way back, that looks a little odd, but okay. And then you go this way, if you're gonna go left, you end up at the cow area. Yay, cows. Which ends up getting a lot like messier, as I talked about earlier in the video, where we've got that kind of path block. But if you continue along, as you see, the road slowly transitions from like a broken down, dirty road with the dirt and the coarse dirt and gravel, slowly with polished andesite and more, you get more normal stone. There's very few normal stone in this section, right? There's a little bit here and there. There's some more there. As it transitions towards this point, you end up getting, you know what, I want to change that to coarse dirt. That looks nicer. Yeah, that's definitely better. It transitions into this more, it's very, see how this is like more free flow, where there's like parts breaking off at the sides. This is very, like, perfectly organized. It's still a broken road, but it's much straighter, which then leads into the portal as a 4-block wide center, because for some reason I decided a 2-block center would look good, probably because the X was the only way I could do it. But come around here, there's like a little circle, and this is actually symmetrical on both sides. It just doesn't quite look it because of the way this side is done, because they're not identical here. But the road work itself is actually perfectly symmetrical. This lantern there. So yes, the road work itself is a perfect symmetrical circle. Perfect circle as you come around, and there's a gap here because there'll be staircases and stuff in this spot. And I started building up the little pillars of the portal here so I could kind of figure out making sure that the center was right on. But yeah, so eventually we'll extend it this way, and it'll go left and straight and right to wherever we go. And this portal is basically going to be our little roundabout. So we can have paths going off in any direction that we feel like. So slowly we'll kind of transition out into different areas, and we'll move on as the base gets larger. So yeah, just so you guys, I'm going to bring it up again. This is going to be a 3-part setup for base beautification here. This is episode 10 of Guide to Minecraft, the path episode. Episode 11 will be the lighting episode, so we'll do lampposts and stuff. And then episode 12, I think it's going to be my personal favorite, which is going to be nature. So custom trees, all sorts of plants. I'll probably go and get bamboo. I think that episode is, because episode 10 is coming up, this is Thursday, is the day you're watching it. 11 is going to be next Thursday, because we're going to do another redstone series video on Tuesday, because you guys seem to like the last one. Which means 12 will be the week after that. So I will probably go to a jungle on stream. So, just so you guys know, we'll probably do a jungle trip on stream so we can go and get bamboo for that nature episode. But that's all in the future, so we'll see what happens. Hey, you okay there, B? But, as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!